break this down a little bit. I think I'm in the way of this speaker. What's up, everybody? How's everybody? How's everybody? Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Make some noise. You ever do better than that? You have at least one drink, right? At least one. Me too. Me too. Well, we thank those of you who had to drive to get here, because we know it's been a challenge today because New Jersey Transit all fucked up. And of course, there was an accident on the Garden State Parkway. Don't know what happened with that situation, but we're here and you're here. So thank you for coming by. Appreciate the love. This is Confessions of Love Uncensored. I'm Lenny Green, and I have the honors of having two distinguished, beautiful ladies with me who ride shotgun with me on a regular basis. And you may not have ever seen them, but if you're watching us today, I know you're watching us on, of course, Instagram, because we're doing something different on this circle. We're doing Facebook Live, we're doing Instagram Live, and we're doing YouTube at the same time for those who are in other places. So I want to thank everybody who's joining us in that perspective. Shout out to Super Dice. He just walked in the room. Super Dice is a hell of a DJ that's in New Jersey. Many of his functions where he has imitated me on many occasions. I'm waiting for that check today, my brother. Waiting for that check. Yeah, need that check. But I'll start with the lady the furthest. The lady to the furthest, to your right, is a dynamic entrepreneur who is the CEO of Shop Bob. Shop Bob is an organization, she'll explain it more in depth, but Shop Bob is an organization that supports Black businesses. So if you have a Black business, she is the lady that you need to speak to, but in addition to that, she is an actress and she does so much. Would you give it up for Miss Janelle Simone?
Yes, indeed. What's going on, New Jersey? My best are in the building. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for the opportunity to be here, to be alongside these amazing hosts. Did you know that the Quiet Storm has just been ranked #1 in the country? Come on and make some noise. #1 in America, in New York City. Come on, and the tri-state area. And Lenny Green, the voice of late night, is now #1.
I don't do it by myself.
It is an honor to be with you for tonight doing Confessions of Love Uncensored. We're going to have a good time. For everybody who's watching right now online, let us know where you're watching from, because we're having a good time right now at Touch Lounge and Restaurant in New Jersey.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Quad.
And DJ Quad.
Shout out to Sheila, who came up with old thing. Sheila is one of my co-hosts. Yeah. She just kind of went behind the mic and she came up with that quad thing, and it's made like an impact on him. Everywhere he goes, he plays that. The little drop I did for Quad buried that. Sheila took the lead on that. And sitting next to me is a young lady who actually got introduced to me by one of my producers. Shout out to Global Vito.
Heavy hitter.
So I wanted to, when I started this whole relationship conversation on the air, I didn't want it to just be me. I wanted to have a woman's perspective, and he selected this lady right here, who is ideal, and she's been with me for 14 years, believe it or not. She started with me on 98.7 Kids. But ever since I met her, she's been in school. And she has risen now to Dr. Indy Smith. So she's my role model. I just have my associate's degree. She is a doctor.
Come on now.
So I'm happy with my associates, but she's inspiring me to keep pushing forward. But in addition to that, she is a therapist. I call her a therapist, but now she is an official therapist, and she has become an author, and she has just released her second book, which is available today. Which is there's a lot of dropouts, so you're gonna need to go in and out. Which is the book is interesting. I'm gonna let her tell you about her latest book, but please give it up for Dr. Indy Smith.
and try to stay out of debt.
Come on now.
It's been a journey, you know, and going to school, it's a process. It's not about the letters. It's not about the letters. It's about the process. It's about the new experiences and meeting people and picking things up so we can give them away. That's really what it's about. And that's constant, you know. I'm not gonna do it in nobody's school no more. I ain't doing that.
But you are teaching at
But
school.
in life, yes. I'm instructing at a college, and it's you're giving stuff away. You gotta give stuff away.
When you say giving stuff away, what do you mean?
Give our time, give our knowledge, give our patience, give our empathy, give our vulnerability, give some money if you have it, if a person needs it. But yeah, it's about giving stuff away now, because if you give away, you'll always have. If you give it away, you'll always go like this. And so it's been a journey, and I've loved it, but I'm tired, so I'm not gonna do the education thing in school for a minute. I'm ready. It's gonna sound so weird. I'm just ready to work. I'm just ready to do the work. I want to go home, watch my shows, get up, and go to work.
And a lot of those questions that we have on Confessions of Love comes from shows she has watched. On Thursday nights, a lot of the topics come from Indy. Monday through Wednesday, they come from me. But we haven't had, Janelle's been flying all over the country. Because Janelle does a lot of stuff for a lot of folks, and we're just kind of scratching the surface. So just so you have an idea of what these ladies do, what I just do the Quiet Storm, and I do events. And in case y'all didn't know, the Quiet Storm is going to Jamaica. We're doing 5 days, 4 nights. I've done the parties, I've done the cruises, but I've never done the destination. So a business partner, Mr. Earl Boyd, and I, we found a beautiful new resort on the beautiful island of Jamaica. It's called Princess Census Mangrove. It's a 5-star luxury resort, all inclusive, 15 restaurants, 14 restaurants, 15 bars, 8 pools, a beautiful beach. Every room faces the beautiful water in Jamaica. And we're going to spice it up a little bit by bringing in some entertainment. I'm going to recruit this DJ right here who imitates me on that, Super Dice. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation today, but he will be there, and we're bringing another mixologist, and we're going to have parties, theme parties. We got to have a pajama party because the Quiet Storm, you know, nighttime, pajamas. For those of you who sleep in the buff, you got to wear pajamas. You can't come naked, all right? Just can't come naked. But we're going to have a few theme parties, and we're going to have a Libra celebration because there's several folks that are celebrating birthdays in October.
That's me. Hello. We in the house.
So it's going to be a fun event, and it's all about really enjoying life. I live by this perspective. Yesterday can never come back. Tomorrow's uncertain. So I live in the moment. And the moment is what we have right here, right now. Nothing will happen that has already transcended since we started talking to you ever again. The conversation won't happen, the moment won't happen, so I live in the moment. So if you believe in living your life to the fullest, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. Now you don't get me wrong, you can plan all you want. It's not guaranteed though.
Yeah.
But plan and do and succeed and pursue whatever you want to pursue, but live in the moment. So I can only hope that everyone in this circle that we're in tonight lives their life to the fullest and goes outside the box sometimes. You know, sometimes it's good to breathe some different air, to see some different things, to meet different people, to understand different cultures. So I hope everyone in this room has a passport. If you don't have a passport, get a passport. I don't know what's going to happen, but get a passport. Don't be apprehensive. Don't be scared to do what you need to do and explore life. Because my goal, I remember, and I'll share this up because I'm digressing, but I'll share this real quick. My mom always used to tell me she wanted to go to Africa to touch the hands of African children. But little did she know at the time when she was alive that she derives from an African woman, and our DNA goes back to Nigeria. So it kind of makes sense. She wasn't able to make that journey. I wasn't able to get her to Africa. So I feel it's compelling for me to touch the soil of Africa in her spirit and let her live that moment through me. So that's one of my number one goals on the list is to visit Africa. I have my older brother here with me tonight, And we share the same DNA because we come from obviously the same mom. So we both want to visit that homeland sooner rather than later. And as you know, Africa's going through a transitional period as well. So hopefully, as time moves on, you'll probably hear about a travel club. That's one of the first trips I want to definitely make, going back to Africa. And I think we all should definitely try to do that if we can, if you want to. No obligation, obviously. But we're here to talk about love,
Yes.
relationships, and other shit.
Yes.
All right, love and relationships and other shit. And that means anything. Now, Indy is going to lead us into subject matter tonight, and it's going to be interesting. That's all I can say. But Indy, could you tell everyone the name of your book first and foremost? And it is available.
Yes.
It's available online on her website. It's
Yes.
available tonight as well.
It's here. My mother has some copies. I made her wipe her hands. She's eating chicken. If you go to Indy's Lens, it's available. Amazon, it's available. Tonight, it's available. But it's too strong to stay stuck. And I wrote it. It's reclaiming your life after a narcissistic relationship. I've dated one in the past. Didn't know he was one. Dated two actually, but the second one it didn't last too long because I remember the signs, I remember the behavior, right? So, but the first time I wasn't aware, and it was. I'm a little cuckoo, but I'm not crazy. So it made me think I was crazy, and so between that experience, there's a lot of conversation now online about it, but a lot of the conversation isn't one-on-one male, female, male-female relationship. It's my mama, my dad, my sister, and I did write it because there is that energy in my family. And I secretly wanted to write her a love letter. Write it for someone else, but you read it. And so, because I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm here to help. I'm here to support, right? But I want to be honest. So if I detach myself from it, but I still put it out there, it's out there. So that's why I wrote the book, and it is mainly how to heal, not they act like this and this and this. It's not pointing the finger, it's pointing out, and then this is what you can do to heal. This is what it looks like when you're away. This is what it looks like to breathe new life into your life with new people that are going to support you. So it's too strong to stay stuck, reclaiming your life after a narcissistic relationship.
So is it like a workbook as well?
No.
No.
If you can make it one, you can take the exercises and jot them down.
Oh, there are exercises.
But no, it's meditation in it. It's it's skills, things to do. When you're by yourself, because that's another thing too. It's not about getting out of the relationship healed so you can find somebody. It's about getting out so you can find yourself. Because being with a narcissist, and let me be clear, there's the disorder and then there's the behavior. So someone who exercises these behaviors don't necessarily have a disorder. They haven't been diagnosed, but they have the behavior. And that's enough. That's enough to be around someone who is constantly about them. And so, yeah. So it's here, and I want to have the conversation. That's another thing too. I needed a new product to get me out there to start talking about the conversation. So it was my manipulative tactic of, okay, why you want to talk about it? Well, I got a book, but if you don't got a book, we want to talk about this because people are stuck. This country is a narcissist. The whole country. We was raised in the culture of narcissism. And so it's time to talk about it so we can peel away, and just feel a little bit better about who we are.
So the conversation tonight is not about the book. She has another conversation.
Oh, Lenny. I love you. So, okay, I'm going to put a disclaimer because, again, I'm not here to harm It's a safe space. But I thought it was time, and I'm glad the energy is the way it is. It's not like before. It's not a party energy tonight. It's I can feel it. Right, Nawata? It's yeah. Because I think the topic needs to be had. It started and I want to continue it. So Lenny sent me a video earlier. And it was a woman discussing her husband not spending enough time with the family. He works, I think, 2 jobs or something. He works really hard. He pays everything. One or two. Like, he works really hard. And he does spend time with them, but they don't spend time outside. She wants more time outside, even if it's just one day a week, right? And so, yeah, I get that, but she doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom. And a gentleman commented on it. Fine, social media is all about everybody's opinion these days. But he started to label her, called her lazy, called her selfish. And she could be, right? But without having a conversation with both of them, he labeled her. And then he went into, y'all don't save them, y'all. They lazy. They need to work. Who's they? Right. Okay. This isn't the issue. The issue for me was he felt comfortable being on social media, expressing himself that way. Black man. So when I called Lenny, I was on 155,689, 75.5 cents of I want to chew up and spit it out. And then I said, you know what, Lenny? I'm looking a lot. I'm paying attention to what men are saying. I'm watching. I didn't say black men. I said men. And from what I'm seeing, now you said I said all, right? I don't think I said all. And then I apologized and I took it back and I said many. I don't think many. And I said heterosexual because I can't speak for a gay man. I'm not in that relationship. I don't think many heterosexual men like women. And then he went off. He went to 259,000. I don't think you say all and all is. I like and what like we like women and what. And I don't remember what you said, but it alluded to the fact that I was talking about the sexual part of a woman. And I said, Lenny, I'm not talking about sex. I'm not talking about sex. I said, you just don't like us. And I didn't mean it literally, but I think that turns him up even more because I said, y'all, right? I said, y'all don't like us. And then I'm thinking in my head, all he's thinking about is Mama Green. Lenny, you're not listening. Culturally, you were taught not to like us. We are debating about everything. He and I are on the phone debating about this. And you know I don't mean you, right? And I don't mean everyone. But there's something in the air where if I say something to you, if I can see what you're going through and I say something to you and it's coming from a place of love and wisdom and you get offended and you say I'm being too loud, too disrespectful, I'm too this, I'm too that. They put their hand on their head. I date other women because black women are this and this and this. Why are we the enemy?
No, and let me just interject on that. So my thing was, you have to look at the individual and how they were raised. That will determine how that man is, his morals, his perspective, how he treats women. And that's why I got a little on the edge because I was like, no, not all men. It depends on that man. I don't know what that man came from. I don't know what his upbringing is. So I never spoke to him. I don't know who the guy is, right? So I don't know where he's coming from, but I know where I came from. So I can only speak on my behalf. And I can't be the only man in the world that according to how you labeled it, heterosexual man that hates women. No. Some men do. We can take a survey, but not all. Definitely not all. So I wanted to change that narrative in her, well, from my perspective, because I wanted to make that quite clear, because I know how I was raised as a man. Now, granted, my older brother's here, we're apart, you know, in terms of difference in age. But at the end of the day, I want to assume, and he can speak for himself, I want to assume that he was raised not to hate women as well. So there are some men that do hate women. For whatever reasons, I don't know. But that could be a conversation that we need to understand. But that's mainly why I just want to interject that it depends on the person's upbringing and how they were raised. Because I was raised, unfortunately, a lot of men were absent in my world. So we had a lot of women, strong women, that had to be alpha women. And they maintained the course, not because they wanted to, because they had to, because they had families. And unfortunately, even in the day and age that we live today, there's a lot of women that have to do things because the man is not there, which I have a problem with, because I feel that any man that has a child or has a family has a responsibility. Whether you're actively involved with that woman or not, you planted that seed, that child has your DNA, you have a responsibility to fulfill whatever obligations you have to as a man to do that. Despite what kind of relationship you have with that woman, doesn't matter. That child is the most important. And you have to learn how to co-parent. And I think, you know, for the few women that may eliminate a man out of that life of that child is doing an injustice to that child and thinking very, very selfishly. So again, how I was raised, definitely not to hate women, but to embrace women. And that's where the conversation begins. You take it from there.
No, I mean, the question is, and we have 1, 2, 3,
Count me.
4. Well, you just spoke, so you got yours. So 1, 2, they leaving. Don't leave. Where you going? Don't leave. Where you going? Don't be scared. No, this is not male bashing. This is to understand because I see it.
You see what?
I see it. I see the division. Do you see it, Janelle? Do you see the division? Do you feel the energy? You know, and I'm in a relationship, so I don't feel it from my partner. I don't feel it. He likes me. Child, he loves me because I am like.
I'm glad you corrected that.
Oh,
Because I know, Brother Derek. Happy birthday. Can you say happy birthday, Brother Derek? Happy birthday, brother.
It was yesterday. His best friend is here, and his birthday was today.
Happy birthday.
So no, I am a hand on my hip, roll my eyes.
I just work with her, brother, and I can. God bless you.
So, but I am seeing too much of a division. Our men are not as available emotionally, and mentally supportive. So I wanted to ask any of the gentlemen, do you feel that way? Is that something that you're seeing on your side as men? Do you think men can be more supportive and not as combative? Or is it something that you see in us that maybe we're not recognizing that you want us to change or be aware of in terms of your needs? Because I think that's important also.
Yeah, so we're gonna, Joy is with us. Give it up for Joy, y'all. Joy's been with us for a long time.
Whose birthday is in 2 days?
So, Joy, if any brothers like to speak on it, can see Joy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is my brother.
How you doing? I might have a whole different perspective because I'm an OG, and like my brother said, we were raised by strong women. But also, just because a woman's strong, because women are the foundation of society. Women are the deal with the science about it. Women are the double X chromosome. Men XY. That naturally makes them stronger. It makes them stronger. And therefore, but society and the culture has a lot to do with it. Because society is very patriarchal. which says that men are better than women. But that's based on because men knew their inferiority, so they created a system that make them in charge of everything. But that's all based on BS. I am the man I am today, a strong man of 76 years old, because of strong women that raised me.
Right.
My great grandmother, my mother, and my grandmother, they raised me how to be a real person. And without that, I wouldn't be who I am. Only thing I got from men is how to so-called be a player or pick up women, all the bullshit that men base their.
Come on now.
Because it ain't about, number of women you have, it's the quality of people you have in your life.
Come on now.
And that's what I look at.
Yes.
And of course, that's not the popular thing. Yeah, popular because they say I think too much, I'm too overcritical. But the older I get, the more critical I get because I realize the mistakes I made in my 20s and 30s, which is based on the patriarchal and just trying to do it. So until we look at it that way, we're always going to go in the wrong direction. The reality is, without women, there would be no society never developed. That's the reality. That's why the society now we live in is trying to take it back. We're taking away women's rights to control their body, women's right to do what they need to do. Where other parts of the world are developing. In fact, there's a piece of note in history. Africa has one of its second female president. Tanzania, they selected a female president of their country in Tanzania. So it's very important to look at what's going on around the world, not what's going on in this America that enslaved us. Thank you.
Anyone else? Don't be shy.
Hey, my name is Dawn Monique Edmond. I'm from Irvington. I have a different opinion, and Lenny started it when he said that I don't really have an opinion. It's just my experience.
I've had many female voices. That's the one.
You're different.
Okay, so I want to piggyback off of. Oh, okay. So I want to piggyback. You seek therapy is, oh, you a man, toughen up. What you going to therapy, and you know how therapy was. They thought you was taboo. So I've learned just from my years of dating that to have some empathy, but at the same time have boundaries, because you have a good heart and still say no. And I'm a firm believer that you teach people how to treat you. That's right. Like by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. So I say that to say, I think as far as Black women, and not just Black women, this goes for men. We have narcissistic women out there too, but that's a whole different conversation. And I'm very big on accountability. But what I will say is that it starts with you. You have to know who you are and what you're not gonna tolerate, what you're not gonna accept, because you can't really love somebody. Yes.
Thank you. Now that part there. Oh, you ready?
Conversation, so it's all good. I believe a lot of it is social media. You know, I don't have half of the problems that they talk about on social media. I have a comfortable life. In all honesty, I'm not in a relationship. Maybe that's why I have a comfortable life. I'm not even in a relationship. That's not the main reason. I have friends that will spend time with me, but also I work like that gentleman works. So when I'm home, and I'm comfortable with that. But I don't see none of the problems that are about, except for like on social media. Social media gives you so much information. I believe a lot of information that isn't even. It's just, I honestly believe a lot of it is social media. Not to knock it, it helps some people, but yeah, social media.
You know, I never thought that social media had such a growing sexy group, right?
Yeah.
I mean, by show of hands, how many would you say has influenced you?
What do you mean by
Influence mean, you know, you believe everything you see on social media. No, right?
Believe everything.
Most
Influence.
Influence?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your influence.
They lie if they say that.
So influence like, hey, this is a good thing to buy. I'm gonna buy it because TikTok says so.
I'm not talking about
But
products.
you
though.
out here, you know, and all that, no.
Right.
Because people are doing it for the brand because they want to look like they
Yeah.
have that Right. Outdoors.
Yes.
Right, but I'm not influenced by social media. I'm social media, but I'm not influenced by what a person goes through either. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like every time I hear this thing, social media, I'm like, social media's got you that hypnotized that you just buy into it.
I feel, I'm sorry, I feel a lot of people honestly just feel that everything they're seeing is real, and that more than half of what you're gonna see is a whole story that is made up by somebody. So that's everything. Like those popping the balloons and those are all stories that is made up by somebody. Everybody wants to watch it and get caught up in it and think that's real life.
And that have everybody show their hands, how many of y'all saw watch Pop the Balloon
On Netflix?
No.
on Netflix?
I did. I saw the first
Or
episode.
you never saw it?
It's
I'm like,
It's not as good as the social media.
not as good social.
Yeah, the actual show on Netflix is not as good as the social media.
Can you explain what Pop the Balloon is?
Pop the balloon is like a dating game where everyone's given a balloon, and then a guy is kind of picking out the women, asking them very superficial, surface level questions, and then he gets to pop a balloon from one of the ladies. The guys, it's either way. So it'd be like a line of 6 guys. A lady will come in, she asks questions, they ask her questions, and she can whoever she's not interested in.
Well, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
Before you even ask the question, you just step on the floor. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, it was how you look too.
I didn't say anything. I didn't like, you're dressed, but I didn't like your shoes.
No, because they have to make it.
Oh, are you a lady who looks at the man's shoes and then judges with that one?
Yes.
Can you give her my phone? I'm just kind of curious. So if a man came on from the ankles up, but his shoes weren't apropos, you would pop the balloon.
Well, I wouldn't go to pop.
That's fine.
I honestly would. Different venues, different events require a certain attire. And if you're in the wrong company, in the wrong dress, I probably would judge you. I want to double back to the question though, social media influencing people. Whether we admit it to ourselves or not, the media influences us. It can be conscious, and I hope it's conscious, but it's unconscious a lot of times. And we all have a desire to be liked or to be popular, whether we want to admit it or not. And we're getting all this messaging from wherever you get the messaging from that you should have this amount of money, you should look this way, a woman should look like this, or she should behave like this, or your man should do this for you, and you're getting influence. You can even be even outside of social media, your family, your friends, and consciously or subconsciously. So we just have to just know that.
And what you just did, was you made a whole bunch of warriors look at men's shoes.
And this may be shifting the conversation a little bit, but by way of show of hands, ladies, how many ladies in like, do you have a type? Do you have a type? A type of man? I only date tall. I only like the men like this. Like, if you have a type, can you raise your hand? One. So your hand would be up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you have a type. 9, 10. By show of hands, and I'm so happy, fellas, thank you for showing up. I'm so, because normally I'm like 1 or 2 men in the room. So I had a good friend, he passed away, but he had a type. So how many men have a type of woman? Like you have a type, like you like a certain type of woman? 1.
I don't Can I answer that?
No, not yet. I just want to take a survey. Not yet.
Because
1, 2. Just 2. All right. 2. Oh, 3? Good. Derek. 4. Jack, okay, so I'm gonna answer. I don't have a type. Like,
we all have types.
well, I might have a little type. I might have a little type. Like I might have a little type. But it's not as drastic as I think you ladies, because I think you ladies can be very, very critical more than men sometimes. Like, I would say,
Why is it not critical?
Because society's more critical of women than of men when they choose the wrong thing. That's
society's
why.
more critical of women than men.
Yes.
But
That's why
this
women.
is about like individuals.
But individuals don't.
I tell you think you all think a type is critical? A type is just a type. Like,
No,
why is that
I
critical?
disagree.
That's critical to have a type.
No, it's not critical. But the type, where does that come from? You gotta look at the origin. Where you get your type in your head from? That's like, where does your brain pick up the type? That doesn't come out of thin air.
Swing it to her.
What's your type?
Hold on. Let me get her.
I'm sorry, but you have to define that for me.
It's a
Because
type.
there is a type of body.
Type of
then
body.
there's a
Okay.
type of mentally that a person is in their personality.
For instance,
Okay.
one of my best friends, like I said, who passed away, he would only be with light-skinned women.
That's physical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're talking about the physicality, we ain't talking about the intellectual. That's why he goes out.
Oh, we're talking about the
The physicality. Because you know when you look, I don't know if it's love at first sight or lust at first sight, but when you see a person across the room, you can't say, "Oh, that's an intelligent woman over there. I like to get to know her." Or the same way with a man, you just don't know. So I think we are all attracted by the physicality first. Now the physicality can be how you're dressed, the physicality can be how you're built, the physicality can be how tall you are. If you have light eyes, those physicality,
characteristics.
Yeah,
Where does that come from? Where does the physicality come from?
I don't know. It could be a part of your upbringing.
That's the
It could be a part of your upbringing.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Those like keep it simple. Our implicit bias influence how we think. Your implicit bias is part of your brain.
So you don't have a type.
I do, but it's
So when is hold on. And define that. So how has it influenced you?
It influenced me wrong because I had to figure out where my implicit bias.
Okay, so once you found out, meaning so you self-examined yourself. Once you found out what
I challenge my mindset and say, this for the person is a certain complexion to make it good. Look at something else. You have to challenge.
you see, once you have defined yourself, because a lot of people have not defined themselves as well as you have. So once you have defined yourself, did you move out of having the type in your head, or did you still go back?
Getting out of my head and changing that.
So
You
it
have to
hasn't
work
changed.
on subconscious.
So it hasn't changed.
It's changed to a degree, but you have to consciously be aware of it because you're on your subconscious and based on implicit bias. You have to challenge your own brain. Your brain just acts.
But even if you challenge your brain, does it make changes? Because if you can challenge your brain until to break a door. But if it doesn't make changes and you move into the next chapter and you're doing the same thing, how much have you challenged it?
You have to challenge every day, bro.
I got you, but it sounds like you're giving me.
I still, sometimes you do slip, you go back to what your brain is comfortable with, but you have to challenge. Why is your brain comfortable with that?
Then do you regret it?
Yes, I do, because I end up doing the same shit again.
So how do you break this up? How do you break this up?
You have to constantly challenge your brain. How does your brain learn things? By seeing shit over and over, and you think it's right, and your brain just goes with it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you could be making the same mistake 10 times.
I know, but that's why you have to keep challenging yourself.
But if you challenge it, like this is my circle. If you keep challenging yourself and you still make the same damn mistake, how much you challenge yourself?
That's the definition of insanity.
I need a song. I need some music. I need a train, and I need some music to come on. And I need some music. Can somebody- You understand what I'm saying, y'all? We all need therapy. We all need therapy, I agree. But if we keep making the same mistake and same mistake, you win the 10th chapter, and we're going to go to chapter 12, we made the same mistake you did in chapter 4, what the fuck is going on? This is Confessions of Love Uncensored. Thank you for watching the live. Give me some music, Ron. We got Sing some reflection. We're gonna go into a different topic in just a moment. I promise you that, but thank y'all again for coming out. Thank you for challenging the traffic. It's good to see some brothers in the room. I'm glad I'm not one of two. Drop some music from the ground. Drop some music. groups. First of all, the brother came from Brooklyn, just came back from Africa. And brother, I want you to come up because I want you to talk to everyone about what you do. And then I met some interesting ladies who have, are there any dog owners in the room?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I know that voice, wait, who said yes, sir? Oh, yeah. Your dog will not be invited to this party. No, his dog is a monster. And there's certain dogs that don't get along with everybody. There's certain dogs that doesn't. Well, maybe how you train them, yeah, of course. So can you come up and talk about? I'm gonna have the lady come up first. Yeah. Somebody has to talk about the dog situation. Barkchella. I've never heard of such a thing. Please introduce yourself.
So we're not gonna talk about the other festival that sounds like Barkchella, but in the same vein, we have music, we have vendors, we have dogs, and we have beer. It's gonna be at Newark Local Beer. It's a beer brewery downtown Newark, and we just wanted to do our spin on a festival that invited people to come with their pets.
I love that.
So if you have a well-behaved, socialized dog, well-behaved, socialized dog.
That's not me, no, it's not me, my dog is wild. What?
For all you pet owners who love your pet children, who want to come hang out with your pet, Barkchella is going to be going the same week as North Shore. Newark Local Beer. The website is www.barkchella.com.
Barkchella, thank you. Brother, can you come up? This brother came from Brooklyn. We have another Cheryl over here. She came from Brooklyn as well, the Cheryl. But tell me about Talk Tuesday.
Well, first, let me say it's an honor meeting you, my brother. Yes, it's an honor. Yes. And the gentleman with the 17 jobs. No, I think I have 5. So, 17 hours. Oh, 17 hours.
Oh, yeah, 17 hours.
17 hours. Sorry. 17 hours. Yes, let me say, yes, I went to Ghana. First, I started this, I promote comedy. I promote comedy in Brooklyn once per month. So we decided to head out to Ghana because after doing my research, I found out most Jamaicans are derived from Ghana. So I took a trip by myself, made some connections out there, and next Valentine's Day, February 14th, we have a group going to Accra, Ghana, and Coco Beach. A whole villa is sold out already. We added a second villa just to accommodate people. And when I got there, I mentioned to you, Mr. Green, that first time in my life, I didn't feel black. I felt like a human being. I really felt at home. Yes, I felt at home. Oh, I'm encouraged. I urge you to go. Yes, you should go. Whether it's Nigeria, this is my first time going to the motherland. And I shed a tear, honestly. Once I got to TSA, the brother behind the booth, he came out and gave me a hug. He said, "Welcome home, brother." That felt, it's priceless. It's priceless. And I'll be 50 in October, 30th. So I'll be celebrating my 50th birthday back in Accra. Yes,
Come on, let's
yes,
take some roles. Looking as fine as wine up here, okay?
yes, so I made the trip here. I started a podcast called Talk of Tuesday, Mixed Trade Radio. I wanted a voice for men. As the young lady mentioned, men really don't have a voice. We really don't. As she said, I'm going to piggyback off what she said. If we speak up, we're soft, or we're too, you know what I mean? So I started it, and so far, every episode, every Tuesday, at least, I'm going to say at least 200 people. Yeah, every night, every Tuesday night, yeah. You know, we started out just for men, but it turned into a relationship. So we have people writing letters every night, every week, and I pick 2, we read them, and we try to, you know, I'm not a therapist, but I try to give my, yeah. So, you know, I don't know if I could plug my thing.
Yes.
bgonpromotions.com on Instagram. b_gone_promotions. And you'll see everything we're doing. We're trying to do like a worldwide tour. Yeah, so we're starting with Accra. We do Florida every 4 months. So it's been growing. Fort Lauderdale. And I know you're close to the radio, John. Good friend of mine. He's my icon. Yes. So it's a long story, but we're going to talk about it. I don't want to hold up the show, but thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, Kevin. I appreciate that. And I'm on Hot 105 in Miami, so that's right next to Fort Lauderdale. And you're from Jamaica. I know you said you're going back to Ghana.
Yes.
So you have to make a stop in Jamaica first to go to the Quiet Sun Escape to Jamaica.
Of course, I will.
Yeah, so we're going to Jamaica. Going to Jamaica. Quiet Sun is going to Jamaica October 16th through the 20th. I know you may not know about this place, but it's called the Princess Mangrove. It's a really beautiful, amazing resort. If you go to MrLennyGreen.com, MrLennyGreen.com, click on Escape to Jamaica. It will give you a full rundown of how the place is, and it's gonna be lit. So I want to thank everybody though. Again, just want to thank everyone for coming out and hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. We're probably going to do another one here only if you promise to come back and bring somebody with you. Can you do that? If you're having a good time so far, it's stimulated your mind, please come on back. When we announce the date, I hope everyone is following, all of us. We're going to give you our social media handles if you're not, and we hope that you come back to the next one. We want to build this baby up and just create a safe space and an open opportunity for everyone to have a voice to be heard. We're going to talk about some shit and have a good time at the same time. Thank you for watching us online. We do appreciate it immensely. And Ms. Janelle Simone will get us into the next area of conversation.
You know, since we're talking about Lenny Green, who's in the building tonight, I would be remiss to say one more time that it has just been announced that the Quiet Storm is number one. Come on now. The Quiet Storm with Lenny Green is number one. We're talking about 18 to 54. The whole entire market is listening to the voice of late night, which is Lenny Green. Come on now.
And if you're ever in Miami, it's a whole different show. What I do in Miami is not what I do here in New York and around the country, but Miami is a separate animal in itself. So if you're down there, lock in on Hot 105 and you can catch me Monday through Thursdays down there. No, actually Sunday, they keep me working an extra day. Sunday through Thursdays in Miami. So, but thank you all for just holding it. You are the glue and the anchor and the branch that I root from. So thank you all. Because if it didn't start here, I wouldn't be nowhere else. So thank you so much. So we're getting ready to get into part 2.
See, we don't like when too many people clap for him, so we should just go ahead and make him very uncomfortable right now. And give him some love. Because he doesn't like when the spotlight is on him. But when you understand what he has contributed to broadcast radio, terrestrial radio for many years, you have brought the soft and the sexy to us all. While we're dipping it in our bubble bags, while we're popping our corks, we are listening to Lenny Green. You better come on with the sermon.
Let's get into the topic, all right?
Okay, so he want to go ahead and deflect. That's all right. We're going to make him uncomfortable another time. So, now, earlier you were just talking about types, right? And so I was thinking, am I the type of person that likes a type? And I am. I used to think that I did. I used to lie and say, I don't have a type when it comes to who I'm dating. I'm dating anybody who's got breath and bridges, honey. See,
Bridges, what?
breath and bridges. Bridges, honey. See, my family's from the South.
I don't know. Pants?
Bridges. Bridges and pants. Come on now. Thank you, Joe. Come on, Joe. Come on.
Well, you know what bridges, you know what
That's
bridges?
it.
There's somebody trying to put himself up by the birch.
Yeah, I've been single for a very long time. I'd be happy if the man is.
But that's my choice.
That's
That's my choice. You've been single by choice. No, you've been single. You know what? Now let me just expose and take off on later. You've been single by choice. As most people have a choice to be single.
Yes, because the selection is very.
But hold on.
The selection is very.
Hold on. I have to take this survey. I have to take this survey. My philosophy is that they know it. Men select women, but women choose them.
That's true.
Oh, I have one testimony. Is that true? Men select women, but women choose men. Yes? Can I get an amen, ladies? That's enough for me to believe what I believe. So maybe it's wait, hold on. Indy, but do you agree or disagree? Men select women, but women choose them.
There's too many baby mamas and not enough wives. That's what I heard from the audience tonight.
But again, women choose the men. Because a man who's interested in you, you may not be interested in him. Going back to what you're saying.
Hello.
No, it's not. Because I could be interested in a woman, but that doesn't mean the woman is interested in me. So guess what? I stand outside the door. That's very rare. Very rare. In most cases.
No, it happens to me all the time. I wish I could tell you how many times I have shot my shot and was throwing air balls.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? It's just
You went for the wrong
a
one?
hit and a miss.
You went for the wrong one.
Maybe you didn't read it right.
She went for the wrong one?
I think it's on both sides.
You didn't read it right.
I think we make choices and they either work out or they don't.
But that's what I just said.
No, but that's like a guessing game.
That's what I just said. I said men select women. So I see a woman. I select her. Does she want me? She may not.
And women select men.
It goes the
and
same
we
way,
may
back
not
and
want them.
forth.
It goes the same
Women
way.
reject too, man.
Women reject. Women always reject. Men don't reject a lot.
Whoa. He said women always reject.
No. I said, hold on. Let me back up. Let me back up. Women choose men all the time.
No. Men choose.
It's the Hennessy. Yeah, I told you she's not the Hennessy. Did I tell her? It's the Hennessy. It's the Hennessy. If I'm getting the Hennessy, bro.
Listen.
You're not gonna help me. You wish you could. So my point is, I'm gonna try this one more time. Put this book over here. No.
Don't sit no more.
So, women choose men. Now you could say men choose.
Yeah.
Men choose women as well, and we do. I use the word select.
Because that's what we're taught to do, bro. It's that culture again. I tell you, it's
I got you. But I'm saying the same thing. I'm just using select as opposed to the word choose. I say men select women. Women choose them.
Okay, now break down. Okay, maybe you want to break down shoes. And I think what you're trying to say is they select us, and then we decide to stay in that situation.
Forget about stay. We're just trying to get. If we already selected you, we're trying to be in your space. But you may not, based on the young lady over here, because she's like, she has a certain type. So she's like, I may not want you, even though you selected me.
Right.
That's what I'm
their
saying.
choice.
It's everybody's choice. You're making a point.
It's the same thing on our end. Like I might have a type, and then it's the same thing. Yeah.
But if a man selects you, obviously he wants to be close to you. He wants to try to get to know you. But a woman will shut a man down if the man doesn't measure up to her.
Because women think more than we do, bro. They do more analysis than we do.
Yes, I heard that men will be engaged by what they see.
Hello.
And women are more connected by what they hear.
Here. And what they get.
But my point is, before you can even hear me, if you shoot me down, if I shot my shot, right? I'm taking a shot. If you shot me down before you can even hear me, how will I even get a chance?
See, it's all about how
I'm
you
talking to a woman.
It's all about the positioning of how you're playing. Okay, so are you shooting from the 3-point line? Are you shooting me some goals?
Why does that do all this?
Are you coming up close?
Why does it have to do all this?
Because you already learned exactly.
But But
have
why?
to put that swoosh.
But
You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem. Why does it have to be all this dramatic leading up to a basic introduction to
I want it. I want the fireworks. I want the spectacle. I want the whole thing. I want the pumps and circumstances. Look, these high schoolers are getting marching bands just to go to prom. I want the fireworks, okay? I want the spectacular arrangements. I want somebody to put out the red carpet for me.
And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, most of the people, all right, you deserve what you deserve. You can have what you want, whether you want it. But that might be because you're single. Because of the fact you're building up more too much than what it is, and you could be past the guy. You want the guy who does the 3-pointer shot from the line, and he may not be that guy. The guy that you want who does the shot is the guy who chooses, maybe the wrong guy for you. The guy who doesn't make that shot from a long distance point, maybe the right guy for you. So when situations go wrong, isn't it basically the choices that you make? I'm not asking you, sir. You're not wrong.
I like what he's saying.
You like all what he's saying.
Because if you're talking about a 3-pointer, do you know that Kobe in the gym? He was in the gym at 5 a.m. every day. Okay, shooting in the gym. Okay, making sure perfecting his shot. So that way, when he was doing that grand gesture, he knew exactly the precise angle that he could place his foot, exact angle where he needed to go and lift that wrist.
Hold on. I'm gonna go to the back. I'm gonna go to the back. Because I think this brother back here understands my point. And I need another man to explain it better than I can. Do you understand what I'm saying, brother? I understand what you're saying, brother. Say that again? She's looking for, why do you say that? Because she's somebody who's used to doing that. Because it's like that work. But it hasn't found out if she's still single. It's not working. So would you suggest if you coach a person, because she's looking for, would you coach her to go in a different direction and say that? So the question is, man, would you go in a different direction just to see if you're always looking for Kobe, and Kobe or Stefan, is not available, could you go into a different direction to probably see a different kind of player?
No. Okay, so I'm hearing from the group here.
The collective is saying no.
What is
Really hard. The collective is saying no on this side of the room. However, there is something about a man who is consistent in taking the shot that I appreciate. Whether if it's a Kobe, a Stefan, or Cal, okay? Stefan or Cal, okay?
Hold on, I got another brother back here. So y'all forget about the brothers back here.
The problem is one thing, right? Everybody looks for Kobe and whoever, right? But the best defensive and rebounder was Dennis Rodman, okay? Dennis Rodman can tell you how many times the ball from out to the so he knew which angle the ball was coming off of. That's why he was the best at his game, okay? But so many times, your woman takes a look at a man at what he's trying to bring instead of at what he needs to bring. Okay? So a man wants you, doesn't need you. Okay? So let's look at the proper way to look at this aspect, right? If you look for a play, it what you get.
I love y'all.
When I say the hands that is wrong, oh, we got one in the front.
Hold on, I got another brother back here. I got my brother on the side. Leave me by the sidelines. Hold on.
All right. Take two shots. No big seater. When I look game, I would just call it game. When I look game, and all of a sudden, we in the friend zone. Because we didn't match up to something. Yo, keep us in the friend zone. Don't let me.
Wait, give me the flag. Flag on the plate. Flag on the plate.
No, first put us in the damn friend zone. If I want to be in a friend zone, I go someplace else. Where's the flag for? Oh, come on. What's the flag? You know? What's the flag? It's flag on your
I have a
brother.
question, because I really couldn't understand what Joe was saying. I heard it, but I heard needs, he made a point and then it got lost. I think he was saying, you want, women want, you should look at what he has to bring in terms of what you need.
Your face has been confused for the last 5 minutes.
Honestly, in conversation, it starts here and then you have a point, you have a direction. And I feel like we're going in circles, so no one
Come on
hits
now.
it.
Come on now.
So,
We're clear. We're clear. Hold on. What's this?
Let him explain and we will get it.
yeah.
Oh, spoken from a woman. Oh. Indy, here we go again. This show. So, hold on.
Can we quiet down? Because I can't hear this.
Excuse me, you're interference. No, don't even come here.
But watch it stand on the side.
Go back up where you were. Go back up where you were.
So we were talking about different type of players, right?
Okay.
So we were mentioning Kobe, right, as a player, and how he would go to the gym and work out 5 o'clock in the morning to perfect his game.
Yes.
But he was not a Dennis Rodman. Where Dennis Rodman knew the angles of a basketball after it came off the rim. He knew how many times the ball would rotate so that he was able to get the rebound. The problem is that a lot of women need to look at that man that's willing to get the rebound, not try to shoot the shot.
Okay. Okay, I just needed you to make that make sense outside of the game. That's okay, so basically, so to put it in relationship terms, she should not just want someone to take a shot. It's really about how he understands why he's taking it, who he wants to take it with, and the needs that he has and what he has to offer before he takes it. Okay, so thank you, because that, and it's coming from a man. But what she's saying is, she agrees with that. Because in her mind, and this is us, we give you all benefit of doubt. I hate that term. I hate it.
Huh?
We give you benefit of doubt in terms of being comprehensive and emotionally available to understand what we need. And even, let me finish because I'm still speaking. If I tell you what I need, it's because I'm lacking it, right? And if I choose you after you selected me, it's because I want to give you favor in that you are going to meet those needs, right? Now, a lot of times, we don't tell y'all what we need. Because we're so afraid of being alone, we'll settle, make it up in our minds that, oh, he's going to give it because he looks good. When really, he doesn't even, trauma, know how to give it to himself. So what does that even look like? We chose someone who's broken. We're broken because we don't know how to give it to ourselves. But we have these fantasies about the player, shooting the shot, being strong enough to approach me. He can't approach you because he don't even know how to approach a man in the office to get a raise. So he don't know how to approach you. He don't know how to approach his mama and say, can you please create some boundaries, because every time I get somebody, you're in my head. You need me to do this and this and this, and I'm trying to build a life. He cannot shoot his shot because, am I really enough for her? Because I haven't done this and this in my life to even say I'm a man, which goes back to, how we've been raised. That's some bullshit. Because you don't need a degree to be a man. You need insight and empathy and wisdom, and you need to be taught, whoever just said it, that all the things outside of you don't make you a man. Your heart makes you a man. Your integrity makes you a man. And then you're strong enough to shoot the shot, whether she wants you or not. But guess what? If you don't shoot the shot, if you don't feel strong enough, then once we get in a relationship, what else are you going to hold back that I need you to shoot? And you're going to be sitting there waiting for me to do the work.
I get you. I get you on that. And I'll agree
Thank you,
with,
Joe.
I won't agree with everything that you said, because a lot of things that you said was to the left and off course. But I don't need you. I don't need your little feedback. I think the initial, and the brother just said, the brother right there said, before we can even get a chance to even sit down with you and have a conversation, to meet you, we get cut off. talking about being shot before we even get a chance to talk.
Right.
Then his game could be stimulating to you. His vocabulary could be enticing to you. But he gets put into a friend zone real quick if he doesn't come off a certain way. And unfortunately, he may be continuing to travel down. It's good to know that what you want, but I have come across situations where I'm traveling down the road and I know I'm bringing good conversation and everything else to the table, but I'm not realizing I'm being put into a friend zone. I have a different intention of what I want to build with you, but you have already put me, because of the choices that you make, or maybe what you're looking for, has put me in that friend zone. So now I'm traveling down the lane thinking I'm progressing, but I'm really not, because you already have placed me. And instead of communicating effectively, which some women don't do, you already have not even told me I'm a friend. I have to kind of figure out as we're going to go along if I'm a friend.
Yeah.
If you don't, and I don't speak for all guys, but I would say just be upfront and real with me, because my time is valuable. And if I'm taking time to spend time with you, and more importantly, if I'm taking time to spend my money, spending time with you, then my time is extra valuable.
Right.
So give me an opportunity to move away and let you do, or continue to seek who you need to seek, and find your person, but don't waste my time, because my time is just as valuable as your time.
Right. I think that's boundaries though, then, because you can blame someone for wasting your time on their end, but you can't blame someone when you decide to stay in the time they're wasting.
But the game is played so hard with you ladies, and it doesn't need to be played with ladies. I mean, a lot of ladies do it. I don't think a lot of men do it. And I know we have plenty of men out here, but
I think immature people play games.
I like that.
Okay?
Immature, no matter if they're man or woman.
People
Immature people
play games because they're immature, and you gotta understand, like, everybody has a need that needs to be met. Some people need to waste somebody else's time because they don't feel like dealing with their own shit.
Wow. So why can't we learn to be more transparent and open with that?
Well, because you know why?
It's
Because
immature.
there's immaturity, and then what does that look like to be transparent? It's one thing to be honest. I'm not attracted to you, right? Transparency.
I respect that.
Transparency is
I love it.
I'm not attracted to you because when I was 17, I actually dated someone that looked like you and he raped me.
And that's fine.
But no, that's not fine.
It is fine.
That's easy. I'm sitting here telling that as a story, but if that really happened to someone and we just met, I'm not gonna tell you that. My trauma is not your need to be accepted so you don't feel wasted. It's not more important than my trauma.
And I can't speak for all men, but I would respect moving away from you because a guy like looked like me, you had a problem with. Because now I can redirect my energy.
And I get it. And basically that's the mature thing. The mature thing is to have the conversation and not waste anyone's time. However, that's not the reality. The reality is you like somebody and they're not attracted to you, and you go through that 50 times, you're gonna eventually say, oh, the women act like this. No, 50 women was not attracted to you. And you didn't want to take it. 50 men was not attracted to me in my type. And he was this and this, and he wasn't attracted to me. And it could have been because I was unattractive. I gotta own that. And when I had a type, and I was attracting people, I was angry. So I was attracted angry. No wonder I dated a freaking narcissist.
Damn.
I beat his ass.
Damn.
So if we're gonna have this conversation, you gotta own some shit.
Come on down.
Like, not everybody wants you.
That's right.
Seriously, not everyone wants you, and not everyone needs to want you.
That's fine. That is fine. I'm only a spark in my mom's eyes. That's fine. That's fine. Man.
So you mentioned.
I know you're gonna go back to that. I saw you friends. I know what you're gonna hang me on. I know what you're gonna hang me on.
You mentioned spending time, not wanting to waste your time, and then ending up in the friend zone. Right?
That's what he said.
What I didn't hear was, I spoke with intention. I came to you telling you I find you to be a romantic interest and I want to build up the friendship toward relationship. What you said was, I'm spending time. Eventually, you're gonna choose me.
No. That was my fault for not being. No, you're right. I did not say that, but again, only I can speak for myself. I'm not going to move without intention. So she's going to know that in conversation, but I did not say that in my scenario. You're right. Yeah, and some guys don't.
They don't.
Some guys don't.
And maybe we should create a script.
And be surprised.
No.
You put yourself there.
But you know what? I found myself, and now this is going to sound real stupid. I find a lot of nice guys sometimes because I say you can't be nice all the time.
Nice guys are sneaky.
See what I'm saying? You're illegal. Nice guys who try to be respectful, right? Respectful, is put in that friend zone really, really quick.
Yes.
And sometimes some women will look at that a certain way and only allow him. I'm saying, ladies, if you are putting a guy in a friend zone, let the brother know. So that way he can redirect his energy at why you say no?
That's nice. Ladies, what is nice? Let's define nice.
Honest.
Nice.
How about honest?
Honest ain't nice.
Honest is very nice.
You know what nice is by definition? Nice, I go along to get along.
No, so that's why I'm saying you want to define something.
I want to define it so that we understand what it looks like. Because the nice guy.
You may wear glasses, you may not never understand what it looks like.
I've been with nice people. Nice people go along to get along, and in the back, in their gut, in their spirit, they ain't nice. Not all. Nice is frustration.
Can we say this though? Can we say this?
Nice is beautiful.
Everybody these days come with luggage. Not a bag. That shit went up to a trunk. You bring in a trunk because you're putting your representative up front. We don't know what's in the back at all. Nobody's exposing it, men and women. You're not exposing shit up front. Not at first, not at second, not even third base. You're not exposing it. I've met women who have been in pursuit, been in a situation, and they didn't even know dude was already in a relationship or was married. So there's a lot of hidden agendas within us. And because they keep that such a secret, we don't know. So I would love for the dynamics to change and for people to really be transparent, honest, and intentional. But we're not honest and intentional or transparent. So you're dealing with representatives like a motherfucker until they just like a year down, and you're gonna finally find out something else that you should have known up front. Like, let me know up front, because if I need to get the fuck out of here, I'll get out of here. And that's what you should do as well. Why waste your time investing in someone that really, or they may have a problem because how you look from somebody else, or they may have other issues, or you're just not their type. And we're not everybody's type. We're not everybody's type. But don't waste time. Yes.
I was saying that with the games that are being played, sometimes it involves when someone goes through pain, and they happen to meet somebody, and they're not ready. So you're really, they are like wishy-washy because they don't know what they want. They want you, but they're scared to death of you from the pain that they got from before. So there's no way that you're going to find out this until there's time and investment that you spend that time, and then they realize that maybe you're not that kind of a person.
Yeah, I hear you, but you know what? Time is valuable. We got more, all of us in this room have more years behind us than we have in front of us. And at the end of the day, I don't have time to fucking waste. I don't have time to waste. So at the end of the day, be upfront. Release the person. Don't let them keep lingering and hanging on for no reason. You know your own secrets. You know your own hidden problems. I may not know them. So you don't have to expose your problems to me. I'm not expecting that. But just be, hey, look, it's not the right time.
Exactly.
And if you don't wake up from that point,
It's on you.
that's on you.
That's right. Exactly. I love that. Peace of love.
Well,
Can I
that's
just
somebody.
say, when it comes to friend zones, when it comes to friend zones,
Yes.
there is no one that I have put in the friend zone that I didn't
that didn't make it very clear that I did not want to date them.
Perfect.
I made it clear.
Perfect.
Whether they wanted to receive it or not is different. And I don't appreciate people who are friends with me thinking that down the line I'm gonna change my mind.
Yeah. But
That hurts my feelings. But I thought we was really kicking it like that was my homie. Only to find out when they're like, oh, you're dating someone else. Yeah, because we're not together.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I never told you we was gonna be together. Actually, they told me that we was not gonna be together.
But can I ask, what proposal you putting in the friend zone to begin with, and how soon did you know?
So a lot of times, it's not all the time that I know right away, because if I'm not attracted to you, I'm not attracted to you. But people gotta stop taking things so personally. Just because I'm not attracted to you, that does not make you ugly. That means that I'm not attracted to you. And the faster you receive that, the faster you can find the person who is.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I'll let you know, like, if I'm, and sometimes as women, we don't want to be mean because that can put us in danger. So we don't want to be mean, right? We can't just be like, you want to get on my face. I can't say that because then I might walk away with something wrong with my face. But a lot of times we do make it very clear, or as we feel it, we make it very clear. And we let you know, like, you're just not, you're not, but we can be cool. And sometimes they say yes to that, thinking like, oh, we don't be cool until, trying to wear us down like Laura Winslow. Don't be silly.
Whitney. Okay, so Whitney, I'm glad you said that, because I had a conversation with another friend, and she was dating someone, but she really wasn't attracted to him, but she was attracted to how he made her feel, right? And then I said to her, well, that sounds like a you problem. Because if you don't like if you're not feeling like the whole package, if you use wife, don't use him. Right? He really may love the whole package of you that he knows so far, right? So my question is, my question is, when you know that they want the whole package of you, and you're not attracted to them in that way, should you keep them as a friend?
No, you should walk away.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, if you like more of their internal, that's okay. But you don't want the day to come when you see the man that you're attracted to and he has all the things that you're looking for. Now you got this dude that you're not really attracted to, but he makes you feel nice. But then you meet the guy who makes you feel nice and he's fun. You gotta go, you know what I mean? Like, don't waste people's time, like you said. Don't waste people's time. If they don't have the whole thing, let them go, because your whole thing is out there, and you gotta trust that they're out there.
Right, they're whole.
Can we get an applause on that? That's your friend? Listen. Talk.
And they had friends of it.
Yes.
So they still being persistent.
Yes.
And you still say, well, instead of saying, look, I said, friend zone, man. You don't want to get your ass on out of here.
You can't say that to nobody.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it. You gotta say it in the light. Don't say it in the dark room. Say it outside. Say it outside.
No, look, it's not what you say. That's not what you say.
Hey, look, you can say it politely, like,
No, that's not.
Because he in his zone, and you said that he knows he's in the zone. You still hanging out with him, but he know he's in the zone. But in the back of his mind, he's like, well, maybe like next year I can get that.
That's what we don't like.
That's what they don't like. That's what they don't like. That's beautiful. You know what? I need to bring that. You know what I need to bring there this time? You know what I'm like? I should bring go with Peter Guns. That's my brother Peter Guns. New York. What is that? You will not show up? For the conversation, look, it's good for conversation. It's good for debate. It's good for exchange.
It's good for triggering people.
No. I think the brother has changed over the years, for real. And him and I, we started off kind of rough, and we became really cool over the years. But everybody, everyone can change.
Yes.
It's gotta start within them.
Yes.
Yes, sir, for the most outspoken man in the room, yes, sir.
I just want to say, can you hear it?
I just wanted to say, see, this whole conversation is based on the perception that we live in an honest society. We don't live in an honest society. We live in a society where everybody's trying to convince everybody, where the politicians, everybody else, I am the right person. I'm doing this. So if you're not living in an honest society, how can the inhabitants who we be honest? Everybody's trying to get their program over as a politician, a friend, but it's not the truth. Until we change how we relate to people and about honesty and straight up, it's not going to change. Continue to have this drama between the genders, and that's the problem.
I agree. Honesty is straight up. I agree. You know what?
If I can add, you know, so overall, when it comes to this whole thing about honesty, we do have to understand the sensitivity of the nature that people are not always accepting of what you're willing to offer. And you can actually paint a picture as clear as day as Joe did, and still they hear what they want to hear. You could say, man, that dress is black. And what she heard was that dress makes you look fat. And for some reason, you know that you did not say those words, but that is how they receive it. And there are some people they will fight to death to say that is my truth.
So that's another area that we should speak on the next session. Because what we say, because I think men and women hear things differently. You agree?
Can we?
You agree? Yes, you agree. What's okay? Wait, you come back next time, right? Because I need you to talk.
Before you move on, we get this thing back in.
See, at the bottom line, what we need to do is continue to have these type of conversations so that way we can break down the barriers. Because in all honesty, even when we're talking about what we see mostly in social media, it's the people who are the loudest that we hear the most, that we see the most. There are amazing men out there who are rallying and championing and working hard. They're going to therapy, y'all. Okay? We don't see them because they're not speaking loudest. It's that ninja who know darn well that he needs to sit down in the back of the bus. They always want to be on the mic speaking like, you know who they are. They always they sit here doing TikTok. The ninja. Oh, we got somebody back. I'm sorry.
Now, in my perspective, when I'm interacting with the individual man, if my plan is never to kiss you, you ain't even in the friend zone. You're in a family zone.
It's a family?
It's the family zone. I never intend to kiss you. I never intend to let you touch me intimately. So you family.
So wait.
So the friend zone, to me, is maybe a possibility that you might have an opportunity to win me. Because I'm a woman, I can be won.
So
if you're in a friend zone, you still got opportunity to win me. But you're in a family zone, I don't plan to kiss you, I don't plan to let you touch me. So there's absolutely no opportunity for you to be intimate with me. But a friend, if he know how to maneuver his actions, learn me, he could win me and become more than a friend.
Well, okay. I just have a little question. How does the man know he's going to be in a family zone or he's going to be in a friend zone?
We say, hey, cousin.
You
say, that's my play cousin. You know how much time.
No, I want to hear from her.
Now, first of all, he ain't never gonna call me no play cousin, because if I've already put him in the family zone, we ain't playing. So he would never say that. So, for the fact that I put him in a family zone, it's because I love him and I don't ever want to lose you out of my life. But the fact is that I don't see you in a way that I could be intimate with you. Whether it's because I'm not attracted to you intimately or I'm physically not attracted to you, or maybe you're not physically attracted to me. So that's the reality of it, because everybody don't like me. So
Tell it like it is.
that's not true. Everybody don't like me. She got a little butt so much.
So.
She got a big butt.
Wait. You said because you love them and you can't imagine them out of your life. But this is like, I think my time is off. Like, is this somebody you just met and you're not attracted to, but you like their energy? Like, how do you love them and you don't see them not in your life, but that kind of threw me off.
So first of all, let me say this. I love you, Lenny Green, and I love you, India. So, Indy, I listen to you all the time. So, the reason why he will fall in that friend zone is because I don't see that.
Okay.
Future.
Okay. Yeah, but like you said that, but I love you and I don't see you not being in my life. Like that's
I
you.
love you because you have quality, you have value, you have substance.
Oh, so this is somebody that's been strong along
Period.
for a while.
You know people attracted to you that you're not literally attracted to.
Yeah, but
so but you still want them in your life in some way.
We're of a particular age. I don't know if they still need to be in my life like that.
I'll be 60 in another or less than a month.
But don't you think that they're a little, they're hurt because they're never gonna get?
I can't resolve that.
That's right.
I get hurt when I'm put in a family zone for someone. There's somebody that put me in a family zone.
So basically, what that says to me is they need to be strong enough to stay away from you.
Not really.
No.
They be strong to understand where she comes
They
from.
need help. They are involved with me because I leave them with the understanding that this is the relationship we have.
That's it.
If we're gonna have it, I want you in my life. We want to have a healthy relationship. We can interact. Let's do business. Let's do communication. Let's do comfort. We don't have to do intimacy like you get them like growing.
Okay.
But would you let them know that he's not?
Day one.
Oh,
If I find that in that person, day one.
Okay.
No, I love that. Yeah, he should be smart to accept it. If he's an idiot, he's not. But I would respect
And if he's a smart man, he want to still stay in contact with me, even though it's not intimate.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna speak to those who maybe aren't smart by your definition, because if you're wise and you protect yourself, you know not to stay in any proximity with that person because your feelings are set different. And that's kind of like a setup. Yes, it really is. If they're attached to you and you've been clear and honest and they can't handle seeing you, the bottom line is, every time I see you with someone else, it hurts me. Then I need to be responsible for me and stay out of your life. If you love me, that's great. And I love you for loving me. But that's not enough. That's not enough. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't really think we're being honest.
Say it again.
I don't think we're being honest in this conversation.
Speak your
When somebody when you meet somebody and they fall into the friend zone, they have to fall into the friend zone because you don't know them. And as you're getting to know them, then you decide whether you want to be romantic with them, or whether you want to be friends with them. So the conversation generally doesn't happen immediately.
Correct.
And then as you get to know that person may grow on you. Like, I like them, but I don't want to have a romantic relationship with them. And I'm thinking that is a more feminine point of view. Like, you're cool. I like you. I can care about you. I just don't want to date you or marry you or be with you. But I've had men tell me, I'm talking, and I've had men tell me that men will hang around for
forever and ever, and wait for the moment that you call them. And it could be tomorrow, it could be a year from now, 2 years, 5, you get married, have kids, they will still hang around because they want you. But you know that. You know that, you still keep them around because you like their company, or they may be entertaining you, or they're good people, or you genuinely like them. But you know that, you have parts, they have parts, they have exhibited their interests, or what have you, and it could go down. So I think we're all being dishonest if we all say, don't keep people in our life, that it could happen even if you initially reject them. And let me tell you what, I have a friend from high school. I'm glad he's not here because it's a long time ago. And when I tell you, we met in 10th grade. And he liked me since the 10th grade. 10th grade was 1990. We're in 2025, and this mug still thinks he has a chance.
You may be the one that got away.
No, I didn't. You know what? He got away. I mean, not for me. Because I, to your point, expressed that we're cool. And he knows he's been around. He went to school with my cousin. He knows my family. He texts my mother to say Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, right.
Right. So he's like family, but he will still be like, if we had a daughter, this is what she would look like. Like he'll say that.
You're the one that got away.
I'm being for him, but I'm good. Right. So, but.
And you know what scares me about this scenario, this particular, the woman that meets him, that really loves all of him, will never have him because he's still in her. Like, that is so scary. I don't want it. Okay, wait, she needs somebody. The woman that wants him will still. How many women has he been with that really wanted him, were decent women, but they wanted her? That's scary.
And
that's a whole nother conversation, y'all. Come back
Exactly.
next week and talk about that. The last call for the boss, and make sure if you are interested in one more final drink, you make sure you go ahead and check out that bar. Tip the bartender guys have been doing such an amazing job keeping me lit up tonight. I was doing the apple crown tonight. I was.
Yeah, now I know. Now I understand. Okay. So Amy was doing Hennessy. She's doing the crowd. Now I understand what they're in the middle. Unfortunately, I was doing the Hennessy.
It's a good night at
I knew when I did the Hennessy, I knew it was a drug. So, but yeah, that's called for food and alcohol. Sir, Eminem.
I just wanted to say tonight that the Knicks are winning tonight.
No, that's our word. The Knicks 1-6. We won.
No, we didn't win yet.
We won. I got to work this minute ago. What's going on?
Third quarter.
The Knicks won. The score is ridiculous.
No, it's the third quarter. It's 92-53. Can we get out of here tonight?
So you're telling me I should be excited as the Knicks
Didn't win yet? We didn't win.
Well, I got a call from a very
From California?
From California.
Okay, that's why.
No. You don't understand. This call was important because he hates the next season.
I know, but we're doing good.
We're good.
But anyway, great show tonight. I just want to say.
Oh, thank
great
you.
show tonight.
Well, thank you. Hey, Brother John, as we close this night out, you can lead us out with some music, but can I say thank you all once again? Thank you. Can you give yourself a round of applause? Thank you for coming out to be a part of this. We want to do another one, but when you come back, that's only a few of y'all, so
Just make sure you invite a friend because honestly, this is so important. And of course, we want to make sure that we continue to do this and support places like Touch Lounge and Restaurant. Shout out to DJ Quad. Yes. Thank you so much.
Well, I know you're watching us somewhere. No, Quad's not here. Quad's doing. Quad owns like 50 other places around Jersey.
Always.
Yeah,
And then you work in.
Quad's a beach. Make sure to lock in with him. tonight, because Quad's on the radio tonight on WDLS, but Quad does so many things, and you know, his right-hand man, John, is here, and he sets it up. So, thank you, Quad, for allowing us to do this. He was, you know, we weren't sure how the weather was going to be. The traffic was ridiculous. New Jersey Chancellor's on strike. We pray that the workers get what they want, what they deserve. The last time they had a raise was in 2018, which is ridiculous. So hopefully they get what they deserve. But from what I'm hearing from the officials, it's going to be continuing, because how they're talking right now is not. I don't see an end to the resolution, which is ridiculous. Because you know what? If the guys up here are making the money, and they're raising the fare for us to deal with it, the workers should get paid too.
Yes, they should.
At the end of the day, you know. So we hope and pray that works out. So, Ms. Indy Smith, your book. That's your book.
That's my book. Yes.
So,
I'm
give us the title again, because we
Too strong to stay stuck.
Yeah.
Okay? And you know, it speaks about narcissism, but it's too strong to stay stuck with anything. And I believe in creating safe spaces. I'm blessed because one of my mentors put me in a position where I get to go every semester in a classroom, on Zoom now, but in a classroom, and help people see that, oh man, really? Really? Oh, yeah. You know, so I have these conversations in my classroom. So I really do. We have these conversations, and there's so many traumatized people out there. Mental health is, and you know, it's not crazy. It's, I don't have nobody to talk to that will really listen to me. Will listen to the things that are inappropriate and not judge me. Right? Like, these are in my mind. These are in my thoughts. I feel like this, and I don't get to talk about it. I just got to get up and I work because I have 3 and 4 children that I have to feed. And I have created my classroom as therapy. I don't care what I could be teaching law, y'all. We have therapy. I try to like change the narrative. You know, I can't change all the syllabi, but I change the narrative. So we're talking about what happened this week in your life. How can you bring it to the classroom? How can you take it from the classroom and bring it into your life and make a better space for you and your children? So